Welcome into Banana Ball Live on ESPN2. For a second straight night, the greatest show in sports is the headlining act on ESPN 8, The Ocho. An evening ago here in Camden Yards, the Bananas broke open a pitcher's duel with walk-offs in the 6th and 7th innings and rode another impressive performance from their pitching staff to a franchise record 12th win. And we send you right now to the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen,
A tremendous rendition of the national anthem, and we will bring you inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for joining us here in virtual Banana Land on this Saturday night. It's Firefighters Bananas. So far, the Niners have dominated this matchup tonight.
And it was the pitching last night that was especially dominant. The Bananas blanked the Firefighters across the last 8 innings of play. And that franchise best 12-game winning streak for the Bananas also is now tied for the longest winning streak in Banana Ball's history.
Well, let's see how the Savannah Bananas got the win last night, a 2-0 victory, and it was highlighted by pitching and defense. Let's start bottom of the second inning in foul territory. South Trimble using the hat for the catch, disappearing the Banana Ball, finding a deck of cards in there somehow. Then an inning later, Noah Nisnik with Cox, Olsen, and Meadows dancing behind him into a backflip catch. That's what Banana Ball is all about right there. Bottom of the inning, his counterpart, how about Ron Franklin Jr. behind the back snag? That would not be anywhere near his best play in the ball game. How about this? Bases juiced on the mic. Kellogg and Leroy and Ryan Cox between the legs transfer. Great play by Bill Leroy with the stretch. Here is the promised best defensive play of the night for Ron Franklin Jr. That was the second best play on SportsCenter's top 10 last night, and it was a star-studded affair. How about Buck Showalter, Kyle Van Noy, all-time low, and Adam Jones all making appearances, as it would be a walk-off sprint by Bill Leroy in the 6th, the walk-off double by Jackson Olsen in the 7th. All the offense needed as the Nanners got the win.
And it was the start to August that the Bananas were looking for. You look at the numbers since 2023. This is a month where the Nanners have been especially dominant. A 17-9 record, a very respectable 288 average, 4.4 runs per game, and the pitching has been very tremendous as they've got nearly double the strikeouts as ball four sprints.
All right, let's feast our peepers on the Firefighters starting lineup tonight. Once again, it is Liam Spence at the top, then Dalton Cornett and Stephen Cullen. Logan Lacey moved down into the cleanup spot, followed by Dakota McFadden, Joe Lytle, Ron Franklin Jr., Noah Bridges, Caden Green, and Mason Maxwell to round it out.
And now we got a look at the defense tonight for the Savannah Bananas, and it's a lot of usual suspects out there from left to right. Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Danny Hosley at the hot corner, Ryan Cox at short, and it's Jackson Olsen at second base, who has 18 trick plays in his last 12 games. Third start at first base for Kyle Jackson, and the battery tonight will be Eric Jones Jr. and starting pitcher Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, who is now in his 8th year with the Savannah Bananas and making his 5th start on the tour. Kyle has been the winning pitcher in 3 of his last 7 games for the Bananas and has posted a 3.92 earned run average and has averaged 3 outs in 4 minutes and 23 seconds since the start of June. He has been awfully effective for this team.
All right, we're about ready to rumble. The 2-hour timer is about to start ticking. All that's left to do is Jesse Cole to get the full capacity crowd of over 45,000 fans to chant in unison, "Start the clock."
Banana Nation, it is time. On 3, I need everyone to yell, "Start the clock." 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
All right, maybe that was just half the battle. The entire Bananas defense is in the stands.
Woke up today feeling the way I always do. Hungry for something that I can't eat. When I hear that beat, the rhythm of town keeps calling me down. It's like a message from high above. Rolling me out to the smiles and the streets that I love. Good morning, Baltimore. Every day's like an open door. Every night is a fantasy. Every sound's like a symphony. Good morning, Baltimore. And someday when I take to the floor, the world's gonna wake up and see. Gonna wake up and see. Baltimore.
Liam Spence is in the box. I think Princess Natasia's song is going to end in something special.
Baltimore and me.
It's a fastball called strike. With the entire Bananas roster out on the field, the reserves will hightail it back to the dugout. And now it's just the starting 9 out there with Cowboy Kyle, who's got himself an 0-1 count. Tips his cap to Liam Spence. He's been on the wrong side of a couple tough shifts for us, his 8-year career here in Banana Land. Most notably, Reese Hampton inside the Parker on the 2023 World Tour in Daytona, Florida. Kyle had all of his fielders in the infield. It didn't work. And the traditional defense can't stop Liam Spence either. Linya right back up the middle. And that's a second straight ball game. The Firefighters with their leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, back-to-back nights. Liam Spence, the 5th-round pick of the Chicago Cubs, has gotten on. He's been a really good table setter and is leading all Firefighters by batting in that leadoff spot for the 8th time this season.
Looked like maybe a cross-up there between Lewiggs and Eric Jones Jr., his battery mate, as Cornette cracks that foul. Ball and a strike on the Firefighters. Team leader in home runs, batting average, runs driven in. DC3 in his first campaign with the Firefighters after 3 years with the Party Animals. Team leading 848 OPS. He's actually the only firefighter with an OPS north of 800, which is a problem for this squad. Pitching has been pretty sturdy. The offense at times has been anemic. 3-1. Big cut and a miss on the fastball. Lewiggs sits high 80s, low 90s. He's touched 94 in his banana ball career. Usually sits about 88 to 91. This one's spoiled, but the first chance for the fans to make an out tonight. They do not snag it.
Well, that's where things get really tough with the fans in banana ball. It's a bunch of folks leaping up, trying to make a grab. The hands clang together, and nobody is able to come away with a clean catch with no ricochets, no bobbles to help out Cowboy Kyle as Cornette gives them a second opportunity. And Vincent Chapman ruling that there was another bobble up in the second level of the seats.
Has to be a clean catch. It's a 6-man umpiring crew, but makes their jobs a lot easier not having to see if tipped balls are secured. And Cornette finds the 4-hole. Shoots it through, and now it's 2 straight nights where each of the first 2 Firefighters reach base. It was a 3-run first inning last night for the Firefighters. They seemed poised to claim the first point, and then the Bananas rallied for 3 runs, canceled each other out. Remember, it's match-style play. Every inning is worth a point in banana ball. Every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. Here's the hottest man on the team, Stephen Cullen, 2 for 4 with a double last night. He's got his batting average up to 293. He is crushing as of late.
5 of his last 6 games have been multi-hit contests. Cullen wound up batting .550 in the month of July for the Firefighters and shoots this one down the right field line, but just foul, according to Mark Commons.
And a carbon copy of Cullen's 2-bagger last night. It was a double to the right field wall in the first inning. Just missed a double down the left field line later on in the ball game. Can't catch up to the gas. Foul tip squeezed by EJ. And that's a big punch out for Cowboy Kyle, out number 1.
And it's efficient work as well for Kyle. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and Cullen back to the bench. This is the specific area that has killed the Firefighters this season. Batting with runners in scoring position. They were 1 for 12 last night, and Cullen not able to drive anyone in there.
1 for 12. That's not good, is it?
It's pretty lousy.
It's pretty bad. Not a recipe for success. Logan Lacey trying to turn the tide. Another chance for the fans. Bobbled. To the dismay of the Orioles faithful. Lewig's all smiles on the mound. 1-1 pitch to the Firefighters' third baseman. Off on the pitch, Spence. Gunned down at third. Strike from Jones Jr. for the second out.
Well, that was an excellent throw from Eric Jones Jr. Not surprised whatsoever behind the dish. He is now thrown out 5 of 11 guys stealing against him this season. Very impressive for EJ.
1-2 gets, no. Looked like Vincent Chapman might have been making a strike 3 call. Instead, it evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cornett leads off second. Lacey with a towering fly ball left center. DR Meadows with the call, backpedaling. Head to backflip catch. Baklava. The doctor, a dazzling trick play to put a bow on a scoreless first inning.
That is a sweet trick play to end the top of the first for the Savannah Bananas. And the defense from Eric Jones Jr. and DR Meadows on that backflip helped keep the Firefighters off the board to start this ball game.
DC3 stranded on second. And let's take a look at the Firefighters' defensive alignment. They need to put up a 0 to deny the Bananas a point in the first inning. Left to right, it is Noah Bridges, then Hot Boy Ron and Mason Maxwell. In the infield, third to first, Lacey, Green, Spence, and Cullen with Lytle behind the dish.
Well, it was Hot Boy Ron who had a behind-the-back trick play in center field. Also wound up with the number 2 play on SportsCenter's top 10 last night. We'll be looking for more fun stuff from him in center field.
Let's get a look at the numbers for Bradford Webb, the flame-throwing righty, who gets the ball from the get-go from Val Perez here tonight.
7th start of the year for Bradford Webb with an 0-3 record here in 2025. He's averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 46 seconds. And this is a guy with a pretty impressive resume, drafted by the Texas Rangers in the 7th round of the 2021 draft and posted 110 strikeouts in his minor league career.
Let's get a look at the Nanners lineup that opposes Webb. At the top, as per usual, it's the doctor, then Ty Two Fly as the EH, Oberst as the DH, and KJ moved down to the cleanup spot. And Super Reese, Cox, Rack, EJ, Hosley, and Olsen for the Nanners.
Well, lately it's been Ryan Cox who's been doing a lot of damage with the bat. It hasn't been extra base hits, but timely knocks with guys in scoring position. And the Bananas continue to pencil him in that 6 hole for that very reason.
In DR, you see that .355 batting average, thanks to a 2-for-4 night with a double. An evening ago here in Oriole Park, he's tied Kyle Jackson for the team lead in batting average. The duo knotted up with the 2nd overall spot on the tour, chasing Jake Skoll. And DR in ambush. First pitch of the ball game offensively for the Bananas. It's a leadoff single. The inning-winning run aboard, just like that. Well, that'll creep him a point or two closer to Jake Skoll, who's got a 400 batting average going into the Party Animals battle against the Tailgaters. First pitch, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on the Party Animals YouTube channel from St. Paul, Minnesota. 2 balls and a strike on Ty Jackson. Last night had the night off. Gets the EH spot here this evening. He has been an on-base machine as of late. A lot of checks on DR over at first. And Webb straight into the windup, inducing a foul ball to the top deck, not caught by the fans. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jackson. Could be 2. Caden Green, glove flip under the leg. Spence twists it. And they're able to double up the speedy Ty Jackson. A trick play to boot for Peanut.
Yeah, nice and routine for Caden Green, and he had Liam Spence right there at the bag. Set him up with a perfect glove flip feed under the legs before the Firefighters twist it on tie-2 fly. And now that brings the ever-dangerous Dan Oberst up to the plate, the team leader in extra base hits this season.
Shanks this one down the right field line. It is going to touchdown, foul. Well, busy night, not even a full inning into this ball game for Mark Comans, right field umpire. A couple close calls. Stephen Cullen in the top half, now Oberst here in the bottom of the first. Another look. Wow, good call. Just barely missed the chalk. What about the Bananas? They've been getting after it behind home plate. Another upper deck foul ball, and that one's a clean snag. Do the umpires agree? Boy, it looked pretty crispy. No call at all from Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire, nor John Byrne, the first base umpire. 2 best guys for the job. And a swing and a miss. Webb says, thanks for the opportunity. I'm going to grab a strikeout. And thanks to the double play, Bradford faces the minimum.
Efficient work for Bradford Webb. 10 pitches against the Nanners, and the inning wraps up in 2 minutes and 41 seconds as to get the look at the swinging K.
Let's get it on down to Sam Bauman.
Hey, Biko, Josh, I'm here with our newest banana, Kelsey Whitmore, already a legend in the sport of baseball from the U.S. Women's National Baseball Team, and she's played with the boys before, too, in the Atlantic League. Kelsey, already a star. Why did you feel like now is the right time to don the Bananas yellow?
Oh, man, honestly, a lot of heavy prayer. God led me in this direction. I got a text from Gillum, head coach, and kind of just, put out the idea of playing with Bananas, and I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time of my life right now, and I couldn't say no, and be able to play in, sold out crowds and big league stadiums, that's my dream, so I had to take a chance.
Already great on the baseball side, but you're done rehearsal now this week. I saw you shooting some TikToks on the side. How you feeling about that? Nervous about that kind of stuff?
It's new. It's definitely new, but the boys make me feel really comfortable. They make it fun. Super interactive, and any way to make impacts on the kids, that's the goal.
Kelsey, you're sure to make an impact on the kids and out on the diamond tonight. We're going to see her a little bit later in the game. Keep your eyes peeled. Kelsey Whitmore, our newest banana. Biko, Josh.
Thanks, SB. And thank you so much for joining us. Kelsey Whitmore took in a game as a fan in Angel Stadium a couple months ago. And it's one of those, once you see it live, you get the bug. She went to the game, she had really no thoughts of becoming a banana ball player at all. And then a couple weeks later, Gillum reached out, said Barry Aldridge was going to be giving her a call, and the rest is history. Of course, shout out Val Perez, Firefighters head coach, for getting Kelsey to that game in Angel Stadium. Her U.S. Women's National Baseball Team teammate. That one gets away from EJ, not too far though. D-Mac, the longest tenured firefighter. This is his 5th Banana Ball World Tour. First 3 are with the Nanners. This is year 2 with the Firefighters. And he is tied for the Banana Ball record in a season. 6 steals of first. Did it back in 2023. Great baseball mind. He's turned into a great banana ball mind. Leading the Firefighters with a .377 on base percentage, thanks to a team high 8 ball 4 sprints. But make no mistake about it, he's up there to hack. And that was his count. He extends the strike zone for Lewig's count now full.
Yeah, the eyes light up on the elevated fastball. McFadden had the first Firefighters home run in franchise history against Cowboy Kyle. That's why you saw him take the big swing here, but it's Lewig's missing low to McFadden. And now back-to-back games for the Firefighters designated hitter with the ball four sprint.
Earning sprints 13% of his plate appearances this year. That's the highest percentage on the Firefighters, and he will give way to South Trimble, the Firefighters designated runner. Each team has one. They can pinch run their DR one time every trip through the order. So you get South on board, he's immediately off, and he's gonna swipe second, just like that. His 6th steal in 8 tries this year. And Firefighters, for a second straight inning, have a man in scoring position.
Well, Trimble clearly not affected much by seeing Eric Jones Jr. catch Liam Spence the inning before. Now he is tied for the Firefighters team lead with those 6 steals.
2 balls and no strikes on the catcher, Joe Lytle. Only hitting a $180. I would wager, when all is said and done, we're past the halfway point in the season for the Firefighters, but that number should be a lot closer, if not above 300. Consistently one of the strongest finishers across the last 2 tours. This is year 3 in Banana Land for the Oklahoma City kid. Pitcher's pitch on a 3-1. Counts now full. Lytle muscles this one out to left center. Meadows on his horse is gonna make a sideways flipping catch. I don't know how he pulled off a trick play, full sprint in the gap, but DR defies gravity once again.
Second trick play of the game for DR Meadows, another doozy in center field, and now it's time for a Firefighter of the night.
Bob Hay. Bob has served as a firefighter here in Baltimore as well as in Georgia over his 38-year career, and currently serves with the United States Air Force Fire Department. Fans, let's hear it for our Firefighter of the Night, Bob Hay!
Well, a big shout out to Bob Hay in his 38th year as a firefighter here in Baltimore. Now the infield in for Ron Franklin Jr. 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles last night. Number 2 on the SportsCenter top 10 with the diving catch in shallow left center. And ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Olsen at second base, in on the grass. The rest of the infield actually halfway for the Bananas. With the speedy Trimble leading off third, and now a 3-0 count on Franklin.
This has been a tough inning so far for Cowboy Kyle, falling behind all 3 of the first batters he's faced here in the second, but pours in a 3-0 strike.
Right back in there. The safe harbor rule in effect, so Franklin on what could have been ball 4, allowed to go back in the box without a strike being called on him for leaving the box. Payoff below the knees, and Hot Boy Ron does in fact earn the sprint. All 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live. And that means anybody in scoring position is gonna score easily, just like South Trimble did. And now Matt Wolf trying to knock down the paper towels with the fire hose. And the Oklahoma City firefighter can't connect on the bowling try.
I mean, if there was anybody that you expected to have a perfect strike, it would be the man still an active firefighter over in the middle of the country, but Wolfie not successful. Nonetheless, the Firefighters still in good spirits on the board here in the top of the second.
Big whiff from Noah Bridges. Noah here in his 3rd World Tour, a fan favorite, face of this Firefighters team. With his patented toothpick in, Just a phenomenally talented athlete. Placed 4th in North Carolina in senior year of high school in the 100-meter dash. But a victim here of the nasty slider from Lewigs, as Franklin's going to swipe second without a throw.
Well, that's one of the main issues with Noah Bridges' game. He's got a career strikeout rate of 24%. He has matched that here in 2025, but something he's very cognizant of and trying to work through as Kyle gets a big second out. And Vincent Chapman, maybe he was looking for a snack from a fan, but he's back and ready for this battle between Kyle and Caden Green.
That's the story I'll go with. I think there's a possibility Milton Bradley did. And forgot how many outs there were. Into the stands. I guess a more modern reference would be a PCA.
Or Benny Agbayani for all of our, older fans watching the show.
Ball and 2 strikes on the Firefighters shortstop. I always loved the Milton Bradley toss into the stands in Wrigley because we got the toy company named Milton Bradley. Couldn't believe it. I thought it was his company. Kyle bears down. Strands Franklin on second. 3 Ks through 2 innings, but the Firefighters push a run across and have a chance to claim the first point available tonight. Liam Spence is going to be on the mic with us. Out at second base. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, the pride of Geelong, Australia, mic'd up in the flesh. Liam,
hey,
how is life in the middle of Camden Yards tonight, my man?
It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. This place, and the atmosphere here is just next level. It's unbelievable.
Growing up in the land down under, did you ever imagine you'd be playing in sold-out Major League Baseball stadiums?
You know, it was a dream, but it was a big dream, and now that I'm doing it, it's just unbelievable, and it's so surreal, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Now, Liam, early into your Firefighters career, what has it been like to get to know all of your teammates and start to get a feel for all things banana ball?
Yeah, I mean, for a lot of us out here, it's a new game, you know, like we've all played baseball, but banana ball has its own little kinks and tricks to it. So we're working it out, we're getting better as we go, and we're just trying to get better every day, and so that when the time it comes to the playoffs, we're in fine form.
Well, Kyle Jackson stepping into the box. We've got a surprise for you, Liam.
Yeah.
Zach Staten's got your brother Josh in the stands.
You're kidding.
Liam,
Hey.
Hi Liam, we're waving at you right here.
Oh, you're in the dugout.
Yeah, there we are.
Oh,
What's up,
hey.
Liam? First of all, I just got to say it since you're on the mic. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah.
Hey,
All
we're
right.
just letting anybody in the dugout these days?
Yeah, there we are. So, folks, if you don't know, Josh Spence, that one goes into the stands, and I think we got a foul.
That was a
Are we
clean
out? No.
catch. Wow.
Wow, they're calling it
Hey.
no. Okay.
Umpires missed
Hey.
it.
Hey, Liam wants the out. If you don't know,
We should challenge it.
Liam's oldest brother, Josh Spence, played in the major leagues in San Diego, where we'll be in a couple of weeks. And now he's here with us watching his little brother play banana ball. So, Josh, first of all, Caden Green going up for it. Tip drill. Oh, behind the back, too.
Nasty.
Liam, what'd you see there?
I just saw two guys being dudes, you know?
Unbelievable. We'll take a look at the replay here on the sweet tip drill. Josh Spence, we welcome you now. What's it like watching your brother play in the same stadiums that you get to play at?
It's pretty surreal. I'm so proud of him, and it's so exciting to watch him play.
He tells you he's going to do this thing called banana ball. What's the first thing that goes through your mind?
Oh gosh, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you. But he's just loving it. He's having just an incredible experience, and I'm kind of living vicariously through him right now.
Now, did you ever expect to see Liam running into Have You Ever Seen the Rain by Creedence Clearwater Revival?
That song just hits differently now, so
Yeah.
it's pretty special.
Liam, what was the conversation like with Josh when you told him about that?
About I want the rain song or playing banana ball?
Either one. Let's do the rain song first.
He was hyped for me, you know, like he was excited. He knows that I got that kind of talent in me, so I was excited to see it.
All right, let's go ahead and do some brotherly sibling rivalry questions here. Who was the better baseball player when you guys were playing in the backyard?
Well, I'll answer first. He's 10 years older than me, so I had a pretty unfair go at it.
Okay, let me rephrase it then. Josh, was he at least up to your standard at some point in time when you guys were playing in the backyard?
Oh, absolutely. Backyard cricket, a different kettle of worms there.
Oh, man. Who has now that you guys are on similar ability, where does he stand now, Josh?
Well, you just have to ask me about some alumni at-bats at our own junior college.
I knew that was coming up.
All right, Liam, can you explain this on air?
Yeah, I mean, we went to the same junior college, so we have an alumni day, and he pitched against me, and he threw me a 3-2 changeup, like no competitive at all, and I swung over it.
You're a major league pitcher throwing a 3-2 changeup?
He says it's a fastball.
It was my fastball. I lost a few clicks, and you can't give around the scouting report on air, mate. So just be subtle.
That's what you do when you're facing your brother, I guess. The 3-1. It's a ball four sprint to Ryan Cox. Liam, what are you doing now?
Oh, we got him. We got him! Yeah.
Liam spins the ball four sprint. Unbelievable. Pico and Josh.
Thank you very
much. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Zach. Boy, that was a blast. How about the sprint defense by the Firefighters? They lead 1-0. And now we got a challenge. We were about to send you to break. And we did send you to break. All right, fan challenge only happens here on YouTube. Let's get a look. We've got a minute, and we need clear evidence that the call from the second base umpire, Jake Moore, was incorrect, and Ryan Cox was safe. We still are on ESPN 2. Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap. What a roller coaster ride of emotions. All right, new angle. Nothing on that first angle I don't think could overturn the call on the field, and I'm thinking the same thing here on angle number 2.
I'm still seeing nothing with either of these two angles.
Not surprising that Liam Spence agrees. This is a great shot right here, but you just can't tell when the glove hits that right leg compared to when the foot hits the bag. We've got 20 seconds left to make a decision. If you showed me this play in a vacuum, I would tell you I thought Ryan Cox was safe, but I don't see clear evidence that would overturn an out call.
I don't either. I think the call has to stand here.
One more look from the center field camera, and this call is going to stand.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
The boos rain down. The Bananas are furious. Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN 2. Well, we were in the break. The call at second base of Ryan Cox out on the sprint defense from the Firefighters was challenged and upheld. The Bananas are absolutely apoplectic. They can't believe it. If we got a couple more shots on that center field camera, that was the only thing that could have possibly flipped it. And now we get some bonus fun here. Maceo and Jared Donaldson with Malachi Mitchell just joining in. Dancing us to the third inning, Firefighters up a point. Superb work from Maceo, Flash, and Donnie. And we We head to the third. 10-1 and 2 in the Firefighters lineup due to swing. First, their right fielder, Mason Maxwell, back at the top. It'll be fresh off the microphone, Liam Spence, and then Dalton Cornett. Lueg's out for a third inning of work. And in the second inning, allowed a pair of sprints that pushed in the run that ended up being the difference. Trying to find his control here in the third.
Yeah, it was a more laborious inning for Cowboy Kyle Lueg's 26 pitches, 6 minutes and 18 seconds, and now we see him falling behind Mason Maxwell, who last played at Lenore Ryan University and swings through the 3-1 heater.
And that was after a legendary career at Goldie Beacom College down the road in Wilmington, Delaware. So Maxwell's going to earn the third sprint of the ballgame for the Firefighters. Nanner's sprint defense perfect. And Maxwell does not try and get an extra bag.
Well, this is just surprising to see from Cowboy Kyle Lueg's. Last year in 2024, he led all qualified pitchers with the lowest ball force sprint rate. Has already issued 3, and now it is Liam Spence lining one into right field. Alexiadis tried to throw it to first base, but Spence in safely with his second knock, and the Firefighters with 2 on already in the third.
Exactly the man at the plate that you want with a couple ducks on the pond. Dalton Cornett takes a backdoor slider for strike 1. Now Lueg's ahead in the count. He is going to show off his dance moves. Olsen, Cox, and Meadows participating in whatever this is. A lot of moving pieces, and a heater yanked just foul. Cornett wrote the single to right his first time. Shrewd eye. Takes that one just a bit out. And spoils this one. Good chance for the fans to make it out. Bare-handed snag. Off balance. What a catch by that guy.
The fan right behind the third base dugout, reaching out, nearly losing his balance, but extends the arm and hand far enough to make a really sweet snag and get a much-needed first out for Cowboy Kyle Lueg's. And you saw the fans behind that guy pretty dazzled.
KJ to second, there's one. Olsen to first. KJ tried a behind-the-back scoop over at first base. That was Hosley at third, who started what would end up being a fielder's choice. Wild trick play attempt from Kyle Jackson. And a second straight inning with a run across for the Firefighters, applying some pressure on this Nanner squad that has won 12 straight games. And Waterworks. And on the beautiful field here at Camden Yards, you see Hosley behind the back transfer, so he nabs the trick play. And then Olsen spiking the throw to first. AJ trying to turn it into a double play, double trick play. Comes up empty. So calling out first with 2 outs, 2 balls and no strikes on Logan Lacey. Flew out deep to center his first time. And Luke's back in the zone with the fastball. He's primarily a fastball slider guy. He'll work in a changeup from time to time. Right on cue. The slider's outside. And a dangerous count against a dangerous man. Logan Lacey skies this. In the infield, Ryan Cox. Coming into Hosley's territory and grabbing the tip drill trick play. Eventually coming down into the bare hand. Cox with his 151st trick play of the tour, leading all fielders. But the Firefighters a chance to double their lead in the all-important points department. For now, let's get it down to the field. Tori Briardy.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill Camden Yards 9 times for the number of children and teens in care. To raise awareness and support communities, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Dyke family. Lindsay grew up watching her family be a licensed foster family. She knew that one day she wanted to make the same difference. So, Lindsay and her husband, Ben, became a licensed foster family 5 years ago. Since then, they have welcomed 10 children into their home and adopted 2 into their family. Fans, please join us in celebrating this amazing family for making a difference right here in your community.
You can text Bananas to 50155 to get involved on Bananas Foster. We'll be right back.
Fun to be able to share my experiences with other kids. Hopefully some kid out there can learn it at age 10 instead of having to learn it at age 26. We're genuinely having the time of our lives. I think that shows through. I think the fact that we're having so much fun, I think is part of why this thing works so well.
Robert Anthony Cruz leads off the bottom of the 3rd inning with a liner down the left field line, and he's going to have himself a stand-up double. Just like that, the inning tying run in scoring position, an ambush against Bradford Webb.
Well, that's excellent to see from the former Nationals minor leaguer who's just 2 for 23 now against the Firefighters this season and gets a big knock to potentially help the Bananas knot this inning up at a run apiece and negate the Firefighters from earning another point.
Big swing and a miss from Eric Jones Jr. Ball and a strike. Back-to-back batters. It's battles between former minor leaguers. EJ, a Twins and Mariners farmhand, before taking over as the Mariners bullpen catcher in her magical 2022 season. Rack leading off second base. Washington Nationals former minor leaguer Bradford Webb on the bump. Former Texas Rangers farmhand. And EJ, hot shot into left. South Trimble gunned down KJ at home plate last night on a pretty similar play. Tyler Gillum Gave KJ the windmill last night. He gives Rack a stop sign here. And we'll let Malachi Mitchell take over on first base.
I would argue you've got an upgraded arm in left field for the Firefighters with Noah Bridges out there.
Is that not South Trimble?
He was our designated runner.
He was, and now he's in the game at left.
Okay.
No balls and 2 strikes on Danny Hosley. The inning tying run at third. Corners are in. Green and Isaac Parra, who's come in at second base for Liam Spence, so more defensive switch-ups for the Firefighters. And this could be 2, but breaking home, Robert Anthony Cruz now stuck in a pickle. Lytle in attack mode, nobody covering third, but now Flash is stuck between second and third. Green in control. Malachi Mitchell dancing. And Parra chasing down Flash. He's going to get the tag on. The Firefighters getting out, and it's still runners at the corners. That was chaos.
Confusing situation there for the Firefighters, but I would say that's still a pretty big first out as they take the fastest man in Banana Ball off the bases. And now men on the corners for the Bananas second baseman Jackson Olsen on a 6-game on-base streak.
The other way, Lacey is going to come home with it, and Rack once again stuck in a pickle. This time Lytle uses the legs to run him down. What a bizarre bottom of the third this has been. The Firefighters still clinging to their 1-run lead, trying to double their lead in points. Another look. Lacey had a decision to make there. Could have tried to turn 2. Hosley had a great jump off first. It actually would have been a really tight play on the force at second. So Logan gets the out at home plate, and D.R. Meadows flies out to Noah Bridges, who has gone from left to right. And the Firefighters lead 2-0 after 3. Let's get it on down to Jesse Cole for a promo.
Fans, when was the last time you crapped your pants? Well, for our contestants, the answer is tonight. Because we have Eric and we have Hunter, and we've got 2 giant crabs right here. Let's show these crabs off. And they are gonna have to run to each base and put these giant crabs in their pants. And they're gonna have to race around the base after putting 2 crabs in their pants at first, 2 crabs in their pants at second, then 2 crabs in their pants at third, and then crab their pants all the way home. And we're gonna see who's winning. Gentlemen, are you ready? Eric, Hunter, on your mark, get set, go! Full speed, here we go! This one could get painful. Get that crab in there. Oh! Yep, that run looks familiar. Get those crabs in the pants. Oh. Oh, in the back! Oh, no! Yep, that may hurt. Here we go, last time to crab your pants. And here they come. Who's gonna win? They gotta go to the finish line. And it looks like the winner is Hunter. He successfully crabbed his pants. Congratulations.
Pico, when's the last time you crabbed your pants?
That's a good question. It was about 1.5 years ago at Kara Heater's parents' house. Shout out Jim and Heidi. Yikes. Yeah. Hey, that's a pretty good streak for me. Correll Prime, the new man on the mound for the Nanners, first guy out of the pen, trying to keep the deficit at just 2 points.
On the bump for the 26th time this season, one of 3 two-way players on the Savannah Bananas alongside Danny Hosley and Dakota Stilts Albritton. And Prime has registered 7 1/3 scoreless innings against the Firefighters this season, with only 1 sprint surrendered, 5 strikeouts, and 11 groundouts, 5 flyouts. So he's done a great job working that sinker to his advantage.
The elder Bridges brother, Zachary, is pinch hitting here for Dakota McFadden in the DH spot. So all kinds of moves for Val Perez here. The early parts of this ball game. Zachary on only his second swing here in Camden Yards hits into a double trick play. Jackson Olsen fielded and thrown between the legs. Kyle Jackson nabbing the throw behind the back.
That's a stellar double trick play, and Olsen with a perfect throw around the hip for KJ to make it a double trick play, as the Firefighters have something special for us.
Specialty walk-up for Joe Lytle. Flew out into a sideways flipping catch from D.R. Meadows in center his first time. Talked about it, his first trip to the dish. This is about the time in the season where he usually catches fire. He's a four-time All-Sooner Conference award winner in his career at Oklahoma City University, playing for his dad, Keith.
Well, the batting average may not be there right now for Joe Lytle, but he's still shown some positive signs at the plate. 4 ball 4 sprints in his last 5 games, as the fans are unable to make the play here. And he's also got a team-leading 3 steals of first for the Firefighters as well.
Goes down swinging here, Correll Prime. Pulling off the boogie, Vincent Chapman, I think he just crabbed his pants. That is that filthy slider. Prime will spin it, he'll cut the fastball. He's got a real heavy sinker and a changeup that dances as well. Nothing is straight. And he's starting to settle in his pitching career in Banana Land. Fastball tattooed by Ron Franklin. He's having himself a heck of a weekend here in Oriole Park. He is now 3 for 5 and on base for the 4th time in 6 trips to home plate.
Yeah, this is truly a career series so far for the Banana Ball rookie, who tore things up in his final season at Eastern Kentucky in 2024. .310 batting average, 17 bombs, 52 batted in.
And he started the 4th with the elder Bridges brother. Now with 2 down and Franklin off of first, we get younger bro. Noah Bridges started the game in left. He's moved over to right. It's a 3-0 count. Wow, that was a pitcher's pitch and a hitter's count. Prime pulls the string. He's gone from 3-0 to 3-2, and now we'll check on Franklin over at first, who swiped second, back in the second. Slow tapper, foul. We'll do it again. Noah out of 4 Oaks, North Carolina. And spanks that one right back where it came from. 2-out knock. Pushes Hot Boy Ron up to second. And 2 on now for Caden Green.
He's another guy whose bat's heating up for the Firefighters. He hit .308 in the month of July, and also had the defining moment of the Firefighters headlining tour, bashing a walk-off 2-run homer against the Texas Tailgaters on the 12th of July in the 9th inning.
Quick 0-2 count on Caden Green, inside fastball, followed up by the slider. Prime spins it again and scrapes the low outside corner. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Peanut caught looking, and Prime Time puts up a donut in his first inning of relief. 2-0 Firefighters going to the bottom of the 4th.
To help lead us, please welcome a special guest, a U.S. Olympic gold medal gymnast. Please welcome Dominique Dawes. And leading us with Hey Baby, her kids, Kateri, Quinn, Lincoln, and Dakota. Come on out, guys. So now we need everyone on your feet. All 45,000 on your feet. So let's get it going with the big Hey Baby. Get those hands in the air. Here we go, Shark. Let's get those arms waving. Keep it going. Now keep it clapping as we shuffle. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time.
Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN2. How about United States gold medalist gymnast Dominique Dawes? Grabbed the gold in Atlanta back in 1996. She still got the acrobatics. Had the family out with her and the full capacity crowd here in Oriole Park at Camden Yards. We're moving it and grooving it. Hey Baby o'clock in the middle of the fourth. Firefighters up 2 points. 2, 3, and 4 for the Nanners due to swing it here in the last of the fourth inning. Ty Jackson, Dan Oberst, Kyle Jackson. Ty, the extra hitter, bounced into a double play his first time. And serves this one to center. Ron Franklin hardly moves an inch. Leaping snag to snare the frozen rope. And Nolan Daniel, just like that, has an out. Specialty walk-up coming from Big Danny O. It's just a no-brainer. If you're going to do a Lady Gaga walk-up, you should probably call Dan Oberst.
Well, they say that every time Dan Oberst gets another plate appearance, another button comes off the jersey. He's decided already in plate appearance number 2. I mean, let's just go tarps off.
He was strikeout victim number 1 for Bradford Webb, who went 3 innings of scoreless work on the bump. A couple strikeouts along the way. And some help from his defense. Now Oberst squares off against his former collegiate Bananas teammate. Nolan and Dan, 2 years as college Bananas, 2020 and 2021 together. And after winning the championship in 21, Dan graduated to professional banana ball. Nolan had 1 more year of eligibility, grabbed another Pettit Cup, and joined the banana ball ranks in 2023. Dan tomahawks that one, leaping attempt. It ricochets off the glove of Caden Green, another former collegiate Nanner. Oberst with a barrel and a knock for his troubles. After the Lady Gaga Just Dance walk-up.
Yeah, that's a ball that is screaming off the bat of Dan Oberst. A tough play for Caden Green to make, as that ball on him quicker than I think he expected. And that brings Kyle Jackson up to the dish, 0 for 1 in tonight's contest.
That's going to be a wild pickoff attempt from Nolan Daniel, but scampering after it is Mason Maxwell, who's gone from right field to first base. So it looks like Stephen Cullen is the odd man out, who's been taken out of this ball game. Trying to do some housekeeping here in between the breaks, figure out what Val Perez is doing with her lineup. That one over the head of Lacey. Kyle Jackson has himself a single. Oh, I beg your pardon. He's into second, but gunned down at third is Dan Oberst. The Bananas no longer have their challenge because they challenged a call at second, but the fans do. Was it a fan challenge or a Bananas challenge earlier?
Fans used the challenge early, terrific. Meaning this one now belongs to the Savannah Bananas.
So the fans are out of their challenge. The Bananas still retain theirs. And we'll get a look at the call at third base. Once again, it needs to be clear evidence. Oh, that's clear evidence.
Wow.
Yeah, that call is overturned. That's clear as day.
Ladies and
Cats
gentlemen,
missed that one.
After further
Happens
review,
to the best.
the ruling on the field is overturned.
It was a tough job umpiring. So 2 runners in scoring position. Here is Jesse Cole.
Now coming to bat, a 4-time All-Star from your Baltimore Orioles. Please welcome Matt Wieters.
What a cool moment for the full capacity crowd here in Camden Yards. Matt Wieters spent the first 8 years of his 12-year campaign in the bigs right here in Baltimore.
One of the most highly touted catching prospects we've seen over the last 2 decades. And Wieters, a switch hitter, will bat from the right side here against Daniel. And he's got a rare opportunity to come up with a walk-off here for the Savannah Bananas, as well as this one will ricochet off the glove of Isaac Parra, and the former Orioles legend comes through for the Nanners and cuts the Firefighters lead in half.
Get ready, guys, get ready. Now we're about to go one team out.
Matt Wieters, the hero for the Savannah Bananas in the 4th. It's a 2-1 game. Well, YouTube, that is legendary. Let's get it down to Jesse.
Now, after that moment, we're going to spread some more love here at Camden Yards, because this is called the kiss-off. We got 3 couples. They've all been married different amounts of time, and they're going to kiss. And fans, you're going to be the judge who did the best kiss. So let's meet the first couple. Your name?
Jordan.
Megan.
And how long have you guys been married?
Year and a half.
A year and a half. Let's see what you got. And that's it. All right. Next couple, your name?
Jenny.
Ron.
And how long have you guys been married?
20 years.
20 years. All right, let's see what you got. Oh. All right. That was moving pretty fast. Here we go. Your name?
Rick.
Rick.
Terry.
And how long have you guys been married?
49 years.
All right. Let's see what you got. Oh my goodness. What is what the? Okay, what is, all right, okay, all right.
Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN2. How about Matt Wieters, the Orioles legend, chopping that one off the glove of Isaac Parra, brings in Oberst and KJ. And just like that, he cuts the lead in half for the Firefighters. 2-1 game as we head to the fifth. And joining us on the microphone, the always energetic and absolutely insane Ty Jackson, dancing it up in front of a full capacity crowd out in left field. Ty, man, you just look like you're having the time of the life.
I mean, you know, I just can't be mad. I just caught a barrel. You know, we're just playing a hard game, you know?
All right, Pookie, hear me out. You had a line out to center field, and then right after that, you're part of the specialty walk-up with your guy, Dan Oberst. You didn't even have time to go back to the dugout before you're dancing along with him. I mean, what is that experience like?
I mean, it's good for me because then I just can't sit there and, you know, think about, you know, a good at-bat, but, like, you know, I just can't sit there and dwell on how I just hit that ball 1,000 miles per hour to, you know, Ron Franklin.
Yeah, that's what my JV baseball coach, Joe DeFino, would call a quality at-bat, and that's what we're hunting.
Yeah, that's what we're here.
You always been pulling off a defensive prep stance like that?
Yeah, man, you know, I don't want to say I'm top-heavy, I'm lower-heavy, so, like, when, like, I got to explode off this ground, you know.
It's going to be the fans. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Ty. Caught on a ricochet, so that is not an out. I mean, playing in Major League Baseball stadiums, it's got to be old hat for you now. That's, yep, I love it, Ty.
Oh, it's in his glove!
That's
it's in his
clean.
glove! Yeah!
Boy, foul outs to fans never get old.
Never.
You had the best view in the house.
Man, I'm glad I was up close so, you know, I could let the umpire know he caught it.
Heck of a catch by the kid. Back to the top of the order, Isaac Parra has taken over in the leadoff spot and at second base for Liam Spence. So this is his first at-bat of the ballgame. Spence was 2 for 2 for his troubles. Ty, I mean, you got to play in Major League Baseball stadiums. That looked like a drag bunt. It's going to be past prime.
That's a bunt!
Moans and groans from the fans.
Oh
my goodness!
Oh my goodness! No!
Vincent Chapman just threw Isaac Parra out of the game for Bunting.
Oh my goodness!
This is something that we have not seen since the 2022, actually 2023 game against the Bananas and the Florence Yalls. That's a pretty big call from Vincent Chapman, and now the umpires are going to get together and confer on this one.
Bunting is illegal in banana ball. You are ejected if you bunt. The umpires are congregating, and they're going to decide. Okay.
What the?
So Vincent's original decision overruled by the think tank, and we'll get another couple looks. Wow. Wow. I'm just happy that I don't have to make a decision on that one. It's going to be an infield single. If it wasn't a bunt, it's as close to a bunt as you can get without bunting.
I agree.
So Dalton Cornett, a 1-1 count. As I was saying before banana ball started banana balling, Ty, you've gotten to play in big league stadiums before. You played in the 23 and 2024 HBCU Classics at Seattle and Arlington. So it had to be a nice prepper for your banana ball career.
You know, it was, because I played in Arlington right before I joined the Bananas, and it was a beautiful stadium. And, you know, Texas is sugar honey.
Yeah, sprint defense time.
He ain't get on the two, though.
Manners get it through the infield, and Ty's going to be the 7th and final man who has to touch the ball before it's live. Parra's not running on you.
Nah, he's not running. Parra's slow.
Of course, the banana ball career loads full of unbelievable experiences, but both those HBCU Classics you said were really special times for you.
Oh, they were. I mean, Seattle was beautiful when we were there, and then Arlington was inside. So that was good, too, because it was 1,000 degrees outside.
Runners on the corners, 1 out. Stephen Cullen in on the hands. KJ has it roll right up the arm. And it's going to be an That's Danny Hosley, I beg your pardon. It's going to be an E5 for Danny Do-It-All. Doing his best KJ impersonation with the high socks and
that's why you trust
cut-off
real
jersey.
firefighters.
And Christian Dearman says that's why you only trust real firefighters. Ty, you've never let a teammate fall on a trust fall.
Nah, man, because, you know, trust has us in it, so I'm never going to let them fall.
Wow,
you know?
Ty.
You know.
You should be a poet, man.
Man, I wish I was, man. I got so much knowledge up here, man. Double play.
Cox, between the legs, he's going to take the sure out at first to dispatch Logan Lacey.
Yeah, about trusting firefighters, the fire alarm went off at 6:30 this morning.
That's right.
And I didn't see a single one of them come out there and, you know, try to help the hotel out.
Ty, did you evacuate the premises?
I did, and I saw Jesse down there, and me and Hosley woke up, and we went down and, you know, said what's up.
Ty Jackson, 5 seconds to toss the commercial.
Hey, Banana Ball's the best, man. I love you guys, man. Keep bringing the energy every day. I love you guys.
You nailed it, Ty. Thanks,
Great
dude. Love
work,
you.
Ty. Thank you.
Oh, that cat is funny.
To our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Firefighters say thank you.
Welcome back to Live Banana Ball primetime here on ESPN 8, The Ocho. It's been a great defensive game so far. Backflip catch from DR Meadows. Caden Green between the legs transfer on a double play. DR with a sideways flip as well. And how about Matt Wieters? Spent 8 years as a Baltimore Oriole and walked off the 4th inning with the single up the middle. Driving in Oberst and KJ. That cut the Firefighters' lead in half. And that's where we are right now. Firefighters up 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning. Javon Ray, the second man out of the pen for Val Perez and the Firefighters. And he's got Cox, Cruz, and Jones Jr. in the last of the 5th.
Yeah, the rookie firefighter pitching for the 10th time this season, played collegiately at Tennessee and Georgia Southern University, and also played with the Frederick Keys in the MLB Draft League. And he's going to get his team a double trick play to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Isaac Parra and Stephen Colin combined for something special on the right side of the infield.
Cox, the showman of the night last night. Had to sprint his first time. He's now 0 for 1. Robert Anthony Cruz had only seen one pitch. He lined it down the left field line for a double. Can't connect on his second swing of the ball game. Tomahawks this one to the top deck. Not caught by the fans. Gotta give a big shout out to Javon Ray's mom, Omar. Retired after over 3 decades as a high school counselor. Javon got into Baltimore around 2 p.m. today after being at the retirement party for his mother, Omar, with over 200 more friends and family members. And Javon's got that Mom just retired Magic on the bump, sits down rack, nasty curveball.
Yeah, that's his go-to out pitch. Ray also commands a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, changeup, and slider. Almost 31% of his outs this season have included a trick play. We saw the double trick play to start this inning as EJ has evened up the count at 1-1.
Firefighters trying to add a third point to their tally. They lead this 5th inning by 1 run. A reminder in case you're just joining us here in Banana Land, every inning is a game within itself in Banana Ball. You win an inning, you get a point. Every run scored in the last inning counts as a point. And EJ taps that one foul, 2-2 on Bananas catcher.
Well, the encouraging mark tonight is the fact that entering play, the Firefighters were just 54.5% successful at holding leads in innings this season, but they're 2 for 2 in tonight's ball game, and Ray on the verge of making them 3 for 3 as he whips out a backflip on the pitcher's mound and sails this one way outside to EJ.
Just a bit outside. And we'll get a payoff. Another tapper foul. The battle between EJ and the Georgia Southern kid, Javon Ray, who started his college career at the University of Tennessee. And another 3-2. Another foul ball. Chance for the fans to end the inning. It's caught on a ricochet, but it's got to be clean from the bat to a clean snag. That is not what happened. So another life for Eric Jones Jr.
Good battle so far between the two right-handers. Ray about to deliver pitch number 9 to Jones Jr., and it will miss low. EJ off to the races, thinking about 2 bases, and the Firefighters struggle a little bit with the transition between their infielders, and Jones Jr. puts the pressure on them and slides in safely at second base. And now Flash the Kid, Malachi Mitchell, will run as the designated runner.
He takes the place of EJ for the 2nd time tonight. Flash, the designated runner, can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. Now it's up to Danny Hosley, inning tying run on 2nd. Danny do it all with 1 home run on the tour, represents the inning winning run. Peter just misses, ball and a strike. Javon Ray, a 5-pitch guy, fastball in the low 90s. With a 2-seamer, circle change, curveball, and a slider. This one shot out to right center field. Ron Franklin can't get there. That is a clutch 2-out knock from Danny Hosley, knotting up this 5th inning at 1 run each.
And that's where you see the trouble with ball 4 sprints here in Banana Ball. Players can get as many bases as possible before all 9 fielders touch that ball. Jones Jr. able to get into scoring position. Then the Bananas, a smart managerial move to put Flash the Kid in to run. And Hosley able to come through as Malden follows this up with an opposite field knock off the bench. And now the Bananas have an opportunity for a walk-off here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now coming to hit the world's tallest hitter, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
The tallest athlete in the world gets his name called in a huge spot. Inning-winning run 90 feet away. With 2 outs here in the 5th, with the Bananas down a point. And how about this? Caden Green on Stephen Cullen's shoulders. Matching size here with Albritton and getting a strike. Peanut able to deliver the tall ball. 0-1 count on Stilts. Looped to right on the run. Barehanded snag in foul territory. Mason Maxwell takes a bite out of the banana ball. 6th trick play of the tour, and keeps the Firefighters up a point.
And for the big Mason Maxwell, that barehand snag has become a signature play for him. Now we go down to the field to Jesse Cole.
Here. And we have 2 more couples down here, Alyssa and Anthony and Daryl and Joe. But sometimes when you fall in love, you just know, and you absolutely fall in love with someone. So we're gonna put that to the test with a new promotion we call Fallen For You. We've got the husbands out in center field. We've got Joe and Anthony, and they're gonna come all the way running in, but they've got bats in the middle. 3 times they're gonna have to spin their head around 10 times and then fall in love, hopefully, again with their wives. First one to get to their wives wins. Colby Calais, please. All right, go. And there goes Anthony Joe. Keep spinning. You gotta spin fast. You gotta spin fast. And go, go, go. There we go, next one. They're crossing over each other. Now we really gotta go. Who's gonna fall the hardest? Keep going. Keep going. You gotta go faster. Faster. And go, 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 run fast. Here we go. Next one. Last chance. Who's gonna get in their wife's arms first? You guys gotta go the fastest now. 10 times, here we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Now full speed, go, 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 go. He's coming, he's coming. And his wife. And the winner. There it is, Daryl and Joe, 10 years.
You know, that could be us, but you insist that we continue to call these games up in our booth.
I know, crazy of me. I just like the view.
You'd like it, too. I promise you.
I think I would enjoy it as well. Let's turn our attention to Gage Voorhees, new man out of the bullpen for Tyler Gillum and the Savannah Bananas.
Voorhees chucking the pill for the 26th time this season. He is one of 3 qualified Bananas, averaging 3 outs in less than 4 minutes this season. Has actually thrown 8 total innings in less than 2 minutes for the Savannah Bananas, and is currently riding a streak of 7 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings of relief, with 0 ball 4 sprints issued in that span.
Yeah, Gage is in a groove right now. He's got 6, 7, and 8 in the order for the Firefighters. Fastball a smidge inside. And Lytle's going to be gifted a 1-0 count. A fly out and strikeout on the night for the Firefighters backstop. He was enjoying the trip back behind the dish from his counterpart, Bill Leroy, the new man with the mask for the Nanners. This is his first inning in this ball game. EJ's moved from catching over to first base. Looks like Kyle Jackson's out of the ball game now. And that one shanked through the left side. Lytle starts the 6th with a single. It was a prophecy fulfilled for Joe Lytle when he got to sign his letter of intent to play at Oklahoma City University. Told his dad when he was 5 years old, one day I'm going to play for you. Had a lot of Power 5 interest from big-time schools. But he had tunnel vision on playing for Pops, an NAIA Hall of Famer. Same goes for the ABCA Coaches Hall of Fame and the Oklahoma City Hall of Fame. Ron Franklin puts a charge into this, deep out to left center. Hot boy Ron to the bullpen. 2-run shot.
run of the tour for the Firefighters rookie, who averaged a home run every 10.8 at-bats in his final season at Northern Kentucky, and now each of his first 2 banana ball long balls have come against the Savannah Bananas.
His first career hit in his banana ball career was a dead central nuke in Angel Stadium. And Noah Bridges follows up the blast with a liner out to right center, robbed of a hit by Reese Alexiadis, who pulls off the Frankie Super celebration.
Well, anytime you get a great play from Reese Alexiadis, whether it's a trick play or a tremendous web gem like we just saw, he's going to pull out some kind of one-piece related celebration in right field. And you got the Frankie Super as he finally grabs the first out of the inning for Voorhees.
And that breaks up the scoreless inning streak for Gage Voorhees. That ends at 8. And ahead of ball and 2 strikes on his former collegiate Bananas shortstop. Peanut sends this one out to right center on the run, sliding snag by DR. A job by Gage Voorhees to bounce back. And after the 2-run homer, 2 quick outs. Now he's waiting for Mason Maxwell, and the lights turn off in Camden Yards. What do you got for us, Mason? Mad Max with the pyrotechnics. We burned the dirt pretty good over there in the 6 hole.
And Christian Dearman's come out with a hose of some sort to make sure things are okay over by Danny Hosley and Ryan Cox on the left side of the infield.
Maxwell, great chance for the fans. They do not catch it. He fouled out to a fan his last time, earned a sprint, came around to score back in the 3rd inning. He's got a ball and a strike. Maxwell, one of 8 children, 5 brothers and 2 sisters. His oldest brother is 53 years old. He said it was an absolute blast of a family to grow up with. Seven out of the 8 Maxwell kids all went on to play college athletics. And Maxwell survives another foul ball into the seats. Gives the fans another chance. That's a clean catch in the upper deck. Barehanded snag and a beauty, and Mason Maxwell fouls out to the fans in Camden Yards for a 2nd straight plate appearance. Gage Voorhees gives up a 2-run tank to Ron Franklin, but rebounds with 3 straight outs after that.
It really reminds me of family. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't, but at the end of the day, we all have our role to play here, and a good team picks each other up when they're down.
Matt Wolf, the fourth, and the fifth of his name. The new man on the mound for the Firefighters. The trickiest pitcher in all of Banana Land. And in the barrel, Zach Staten. What a vantage point. Wow, getting tricky with Wolf. Big flail and a miss from Ty Jackson. I think he just took part in a trick pitch.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I lost my FB for like 2 seconds.
Oh, Matt Wolf deflected off the bare hand. And how did Isaac Parra grab a trick play on that?
Wow.
Whipped it between the legs in the blink of an eye.
Well, it just takes an awful lot of practice from Isaac Parra to go between the legs that quickly on a slow roller, but able to shovel that out to Stephen Cullen in time. And Zach, please tell us, what is it like to be in that barrel as Dan Oberst lines one into center field?
Guys, I feel like this is banana ball version of skydiving. I don't know if my protection's gonna work here. I have no clue how much danger I'm in, but this is a throw of a lifetime here, boys. I'm right behind Matt Wolf. This is insane.
Yeah, and in the heart of Camden Yards with over 45,000 fans bringing their hands together for Bill Leroy.
And Biko, I gotta tell you, man, like, it's like a studio apartment in here. There's an air fryer.
No,
there's a mini fridge.
What's in the mini fridge?
There's body armor, dude. There's so much body armor.
I don't believe that. For 1 second.
And a crab cake. I just found a crab cake.
I've been in that barrel. I saw none of that.
They told me to wear a helmet. Uh-oh.
But you're a bit of a bad boy, huh?
Give me that, Matt. There we go.
Nice. Trade of the hats.
Oh, go. I got caught. Okay, thank goodness Bill didn't swing at that because I was in bad man's land.
Yeah, that trick pitch didn't make it to home plate.
I'm going to need that hat back. That's a Baltimore County Fire Department one.
2-1 count on the Nanners catcher. This is his first plate appearance tonight.
Are there 2 outs?
1.
Oh, there's only 1 out. Okay.
This could be 2. Lacey to second. Parra to first. Behind the back, Stephen Cullen. A trick play, the double play, and Matt Wolf jumps all over Zach Staten.
And it all happened in the blink of an eye as well. Wolfie with a 1 minute and 35-second inning as the Firefighters claim another point in tonight's contest.
I hope you're okay in there, Zach. Let's get another look at the 5-4-3 twin killing around the horn. Cullen with the trick play. Let's get it down to the young professor.
Finish line. Now, ladies, you said these are guys who are with the Savannah Bananas. We didn't say they were the Savannah Bananas. So let's bring out your partners here who are coming out for the field day relay. Yeah. We got Spidey. We got the classic Casey Casperson. And we got Cody Fluffman. And we are ready to go. Gentlemen, let's get in there, meet your partners. And let's start the race on your marks. Get set, go! There's the leapfrog. They're off. Looks like Emma's in the lead with Spidey. Give it a good leapfrog. Oh, Fluff taking the lead now. Oh, here they go. Casey with good form. Last leap. All right, Casey's there. It's Casey and Grace. They are taking the lead, a strong lead, as they get the third. Now, here comes the wheelbarrow portion. All right, get them up. There they go. Oh, it's a little. Oh, here comes Spidey, and here comes Fluff. Oh, Spidey is making a play. Oh, my God, from behind. Oh, they all drop. But Spidey, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the field day relay.
Now that is a promotion that I would like to take part in.
Oh, so now you're willing to do one.
That looked like a lot of fun.
Okay.
That looked like probably one of my favorite promotions of all time.
You're just trying to rub it in right now. Salt in the wound.
I don't know if I've ever seen one better.
Sheet race.
You got me there. You got me there. Boy, do I love my sheet race. Fastball for a strike to Liam Spence, who re-enters for Isaac Para in the leadoff spot, which means Para is killed for the game. There is re-entry in banana ball, but if you're a sub and the starter comes back in for you, your night is complete. Spence 2 for 2. Para got the drag slap hit in his stead, and diving stop, Jackson Olsen 360, not in time. John Byrne, the first base umpire, comes to us after over a decade of umping in the minors. Currently resides in the ACC world. Had the best look at it, and it's going to be a third knock on the night for Liam Spence.
Well, the Bananas won their challenge in the 4th inning, still have one available, but opt not to use it here in the 7th inning. And Spence on Cornett, ahead 1-0, and now driving this to deep right field, and that one's gonna leave the yard. A second Firefighters bomb on the night, and the runs keep on coming for the Firefighters.
Team leading 4th tater on the tour for Dalton Cornett, and the patented spinning kick on home plate for the exclamation point. DC3 now 2 for 3 on the night. The only time he's made an out was a foul out to the fans. He's got a sprint as well. Heck of a ball game between Spence and Para in the leadoff spot and Cornett in the 2-hole. A combined 6 for 7 on the night at the top of the order for the Firefighters. And Stephen Cullen trying to join the party. Bounding ball to Hosley. There's out number 1 here in the 7th. And this one is going to be cued through the 4-hole. Logan Lacey, a grounder with eyes. And he's aboard for the first time tonight after a fly out, pop out, and ground out his first 3 times. The Firefighters with 2 runs on the board here in the top of the 7th. They lead 3-1 in the all-important points department. We would love some insurance here in the 7th, though. They're looking for their first win of the tour against the Bananas. It's the only opponent they have not gotten a victory over yet. 2-2 against the Texas Tailgaters, 1-5 against the Party Animals. 0-9 against the Nanners. Every game occurring in a big league park. And the Firefighters in a great spot to grab that elusive first big league win in franchise history tonight. Dakota McFadden is going to be a victim of a tip drill trick play from Reese Alexiadis. 2 down.
From the U.S. Women's National Baseball Team, Kelsey Whitmore.
You get a look at the resume here for Kelsey Whitmore, one of the most accomplished women in baseball history. She's the first woman to play in the Atlantic League. She was with the Staten Island Ferry Hawks in the summers of 2022 and 23. Most recently was in the Pioneer League with the Oakland Ballers. back in 2024. She actually started her professional baseball career in the Pacific Association back in 2016 before she even started her college softball career at Cal State Fullerton.
Yeah, she's got one of the more impressive resumes we've ever seen, is making her banana ball debut tonight for the Nanners, and commands a 4-seam fastball, a sinker ball, a changeup, a slider, and a curveball on the pitcher's mound. Let's not forget, in 2022, she was USA Baseball's Sportswoman of the Year.
And the first pitch, that ball is going to get tossed aside. Get it to her dad, Scott, who's caught more bullpens for Kelsey Whitmore than anybody else in the world, and is still catching them all through the offseason, preparing her for this banana ball debut. Joe Lytle with the ball and 2 strikes on him. Kelsey's got a 5-pitch mix: 4-seam fastball, sinker, changeup, curveball, and slider. Let's see what she goes to on the 1-2. Looked like the changeup misses down and away. Lytle does not fish. And the count is full. Logan Lacey, the inherited runner, leads off first. He's off on the 3-2 with 2 outs, as Lytle pokes this out to right center, out of the leaping attempt of D.R. Meadows. He is slow to get to his feet. Lacey scores. Lytle's getting the wave around from Val Perez. Relay from Jackson Olsen won't happen. Inside the park, home run for Joe Lytle.
This is now back-to-back seasons for Joe Lytle, in which he has hit an inside the park home run for the Firefighters and was able to take advantage of a full count. The Bananas outfield shifted in for possible ball 4 sprint defense. And Lytle, always an aggressive runner, never stopped, and winds up giving the Firefighters a 4 spot in the inning, as this ball is popped up and Ryan Cox will tip it to himself and end the 7th inning as Kelsey Whitmore grabs her first career banana ball out.
And induces her first ever trick play behind her. Another look at the snag from the glove magician, and let's get it on down to Maceo Harrison. Maceo Harrison has his work cut out for him in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's his 3rd time out there coaching first base tonight, and his toughest task yet. Nanners chasing 4 runs, and Big Cat Neil Lang, the southpaw out of Walnut Creek, California, who comes to Banana Land after 7 years of independent professional baseball, trying to earn the Firefighters their 4th point.
And he's coming off his best season in the American Association, a 7-1 record. He only allowed 13 walks in 58 innings pitched and tossed 2 complete game shutouts for the Sioux Falls Canaries. And he's one of the most dependable strike throwers on this Firefighter squad, hence why he gets the ball in the later stages of this ball game.
Reese Alexiadis with 2 balls and a strike. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Nanners. Cox on deck. Rack in the hole. And a towering fly ball. Ron Franklin eyeing it up. Tries the backflip catch. He nails the catch. Hot boy Ron doesn't stick the landing. Who could give a darn? What an acrobatic snag.
Well, nobody's looking to extinguish the hot night that Ron Franklin Jr. has had for the Firefighters. Has the home run, a single as well, and now a backflip catch in center field, albeit with an adventurous ending.
He didn't even catch that with the glove. He like trapped that against his stomach.
In the jersey somewhere.
He came down like a football player securing a fumble. Boy, Ron Franklin Jr., have yourself a weekend in Camden Yards. He's got a heck of a shot to be the player of the week here in Banana Ball. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a home run. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles last night. And Ryan Cox is going to have himself a one-base ball for Sprint Nanners in the business of base runners. They need to get 3 guys aboard before they can even dream of tying this 7th inning. So no need for risk there with the Firefighters getting it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order.
And that's a rare sight to see from Neil Lang. He did not allow a single ball for Sprint in the month of June. And now after issuing it to Ryan Cox, Robert Anthony Cruz hits a laser beam out to right field that puts men at 2nd and 3rd for the Bananas with just 1 down.
A little something cooking here. Second 2-bagger of the ball game for Rack. And the lights go out here in Camden once again.
His first hit in the big leagues is a round tripper. It's deep to right field. It's going. Gone! Goodbye, home run! Nick Markakis. So that is way back. And goodbye, home run!
Nick Markakis has been on fire.
All-Star and Baltimore Orioles Hall of Famer, Nick Markakis!
Everybody on their feet here in Camden Yards. With Nick Markakis, who spent the first 9 years of his 15-year MLB career as an Oriole. And he takes a fastball, just a pinch low.
The right guy you want up for the Savannah Bananas. Over 2,000 career major league hits, a model of consistency, a guy who you could guarantee was going to play 155 games every season. And Markakis pops the 2-0 pitch up. It is Lytle searching for it in the helmet, and that will be a foul ball as it ricocheted off Lytle's helmet in foul territory, giving Markakis another life at the plate.
Yes, it'll just be a 2-1 count. Get another look at it. Lytle clearly in foul territory when he tried the trick play. I mean, what did he think was going to happen? I don't understand how physics was going to be on Joe Lytle's side there at all.
He just hit an inside the park home run. Give him a break.
So Markakis, after a called strike with a 2-2 count, with 2 runners in scoring position. This one lifted to shallow left field. Logan Lacey with the backhand spring. Can't make the catch though. The banana ball squeaks out. And Markakis does his job, puts the ball in play, reaches on a trick play, missed. Malachi Mitchell's going to ask if he wants a pinch runner. He will take it. So thanks to 2 trick plays missed by the Firefighters, the Nanners get to bring the innings tying run to home plate. Danny Hosley came up clutch in the 5th inning. RBI single with 2 outs tied the frame. Denied the Firefighters the point. Here he sends a cloud hunter. Logan Lacey with a chance at redemption. And he's going to catch it the old-fashioned way.
Now that is a surprising play for Logan Lacey. I cannot believe he didn't try for a second back handspring catch, considering you've got an infield fly rule in effect. You can't be burned if you don't come away with the catch. But Lacey just trying to help out Big Cat here in the 7th, as the bags are still full for Jackson Olsen, who takes a called strike.
Olsen 0 for 1 tonight, was 1 for 2 with a walk-off double last night. He gets this one into right field. Cox will score. Rack's getting a stop sign from Eric Fox. Throw gets all the way by Lytle, though. Big Cat wasn't backing it up. The ball out of play. So Cruz will come on in. Mitchell over to third. Olsen, the innings tying run, up to second. The Bananas asking for more. They think ball out of play. Everybody should be getting 2 bases. I agree with them. That's not the umpiring decision down there. So the inning lead cut in half for the Firefighters. The inning tying run on second base. Back to the top of the order we go. Here's D.R. Meadows. And he's behind 0-1. He's your typical leadoff hitter in the fashion that he is a huge batting average and OBP guy, not with a lot of pop. But he loves to swing it past the dive of Peanut. There's 1 run. The throw from Franklin. Not in time. The ball scoots away from Lytle. And Meadows is going to end up on third base. The 7th inning is knotted at 4 runs apiece.
Well, this is utter chaos right now for the Bananas, and especially the Firefighters, with 2 trick plays missed in the inning and an error. And the sloppy defense has cost them, as DR comes across and steals home on Neil Lang.
Oh boy, the Firefighters, a disastrophe in the bottom of the 7th inning. They had 4 runs to work with. The Doctor steals the 2nd point of the night for the Nanners. Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN2. There are only 3 cabins left on the 2nd ever Banana Land at Sea cruise, going from Tampa to Cozumel, Mexico, this coming February. So the time is nigh if you want to cruise with all 6 teams on the 2026 Banana Ball Championship League. And how about that? Zach Phillips, former Royals minor leaguer, plunks Noah Bridges. That is great speed. Gifted to the Firefighters. 2 innings left on the docket. The Bananas with a walk-off in the 8th. 5 runs scored, all of them coming home with 2 outs. And now Robert Anthony Cruz with the backflip catch. And as crisp a landing as you will ever see.
Well, that is the 39th rack flip of the season for Cruz. 1 away from his stated goal of 40 before the season began. As this one is hit back to Zach Phillips. He doubles up the Firefighters, and it's a 55-second inning for Philly.
Just like that, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Nanners down 1.
Light up the sky right now. So turn on the phones and your flashlights all the way around the stadium. And I want to hear you, as loud as you can, sing a little Yellow. Here we go. Keep it going. We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
In the middle of the 8th inning here in Camden Yards in Baltimore, Maryland, full capacity crowd, over 45,000 fans lighting up the sky, a tradition we call Yellow. Heck of a scene in one of the best stadiums in Major League Baseball. Second straight battle between the Bananas and Firefighters this weekend here in Oriole Park, and now Marshall Schill trying to hold the line. Firefighters up 3-2. As we kick off the last of the 8th, 2, 3, and 4 in the Nanners lineup. Ty Jackson, Dan Oberst, and then Bill Leroy, who's been subbed in for Kyle Jackson in the cleanup spot. And Ty is going to be retired on a fly out to right. Maxwell cleans it up.
Well, just when you thought all the breath was coming out of the Savannah Bananas, they've got a lot of momentum going in their favor. That 5-run rally in the 7th inning to cut the lead to the deficit to just 1 point. And then Zach Phillips with a sub-1 minute inning for the Savannah Bananas as Oberst finds himself ahead 2-0 against the Funky Submariner.
Make it 3 balls and no strikes. Oberst has tattooed balls each of his last 2 trips to the plate after striking out his first time, 2 for 3 on the night. And he will take 4 straight bad ones. Gifted a ball for sprint. Some sloppy transfers from the Firefighters in the infield. Tight play at second. And Noah Bridges not able to handle the feed. He was the 7th and final fielder behind the pitcher and catcher who had to touch that ball before it was live. Not a perfect tap from Mason Maxwell. And Oberst, the inning-winning run in scoring position for the 8-year Banana Bill Leroy, with a 7-year Banana leading off second. The Vets trying to tie this game up. Bill right back up the middle. Eric Fox giving Oberst the wave and then a late stop sign. Good call. Heck of a throw. Eric Burns-esque from Ron Franklin. Putting his body on the line. And saves the inning for now.
Yeah, that is a smart hold from Eric Fox. Only 1 out in the inning. You're not trying to run your team into another out and take a man out of scoring position at the same time. And the Firefighters, with a sense of urgency here in the 8th, move an extra man into the infield. So now 5 men in towards the grass here in Camden Yards.
Luis Alexiadis with the ball and a strike on him. Didn't get the call there. Pretty good looking pitch from Marshall Schill. Mason Maxwell, the right fielder, has moved into the infield. He's got plenty of infield experience. He's not a stranger in there. Reese Alexiadis walks off the 8th inning. A sprint and then back-to-back knocks from Leroy and Super Reese. And we are knotted at 3 going to our final frame. Alexiadis with his 17th walk-off on the tour. Pulls him into 3rd place overall. And let's get it on down to Sam Bauman.
Pico, Josh, yes, we've got Orioles legend Nick Markakis here with us again. We saw you last inning. Nick, I saw you in the tunnel here before you came out. You look locked in. Explain what's going through your mind, and then when you walk out and see 45,000, pretty excited to see a familiar face.
Yeah, it's awesome out here. They got great fans out here, and then to mix it with this atmosphere, it's priceless. It's my boys watch it all the time, and they kept begging me to come out here, and you guys asked me, and you know what an opportunity. I'm grateful to be here, a part of it. A little nerve-wracking, but once the nerves calmed down, it was awesome.
How did that at-bat feel, catching back up to speed a little bit?
Yeah, I want another at-bat, but you know, it was great. It was great to get back in the batter's box, you know, around these fans, around these guys. These guys are so talented in what they do. People don't realize how hard it is what they do out there, and it's for them to do it on a daily basis and bring the excitement that they bring every day to the fans is awesome.
Well, Nick, you're one of the best to ever do it. We appreciate you having you here. You look good in yellow. I think we might have to have you back. Pico, Josh, keep in mind, Markakis, Wieters, they got Bananas 2 of their 3 points tonight in the innings they played in. These guys are impact guys.
That's a fact, SB. Thank you so much for the time and insight, Nick Markakis. What a treat. Matt Wieters and Nick Markakis making their Banana Ball debuts was tonight for this full capacity crowd. In our final inning, every run scored counts as a point. That hardly matters when you enter tied, like we are here at 3-3.
Well, Markakis and Wieters were big parts of the Orioles making the postseason in 2012 and 2014. What they never witnessed in their MLB careers were a 9th inning where every run counts for a point, and the possibility that if we see a tie game through 9, we will go to Banana Ball's version of extra innings, showdown tiebreakers, as you get a look at Austin Krasminski, the former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer, out to pitch. And he's got a tough act to follow after Zach Phillips had a 55-second inning, which is the fastest of the 2025 season.
And it ties Zach Phillips' fastest inning thrown of all time. Pulled that one off in the first Banana Ball game ever in a big league park. It was back in Houston. He continues to dazzle. Now Austin Krasminski tasked with holding the door. A battle between former minor leaguers. Liam Spence, a perfect 3 for 3 on the night. He hit 3 balls and a strike. And he'll take the sprint. Krem just misses low at the fastball. And Nanner's sprint defense is not going to be tested by Spency, aboard for the 4th time tonight.
Well, what's going to be difficult for Austin Krasminski in tonight's game is the fact that he did not pitch last weekend in Philadelphia after rain shortened game 2 of the series. So Krem looking a bit rusty after getting a surprise weekend off. But Cornette bombs this one out to center field. However, D.R. Meadows able to backtrack in center and make the catch. A loud first out for the Firefighters in the 9th.
Yeah, DC3, the 2-run homer in the 7th. He's now 2 for 4 on the night. And passes the baton to Stephen Cullen, who coming into this ball game was the hottest guy on the Firefighters. So far, his ever-dangerous bat has been silenced. 0 for 4. He's reached on an error, reached on a trick play, missed. He's grounded out and struck out. Slow roller foul. 0-2 count on Cullen. Krasminski, the hardest thrower that the Nanners have. Sits low to mid-90s. He can touch 95 and 96 when he really reaches back for everything he's got. And his PR is 98. One-two lifted out to right. Long run for Reese Alexiadis. Up against the wall. It ends up in the stands and not caught by the fans.
Stephen Cohen's got a lot of power in that bat of his in his final season at Southeastern. He batted .352, had 23 bombs, 63 batted in, was averaging a homer every 8 at-bats as Krem delivers a pitch low to Cohen, and the count now even.
And off speed, he's got a circle changeup and a slider to go with that high-velocity fastball. 2-2 swing and a miss. Went to the changeup right on right, and that was disgusting. Some aggressive dabs by the Chris Monster to celebrate the K.
And Stephen Cohen very aware of the high-velocity fastball from Austin Krasminski, found himself a bit in front of that changeup. A deceptive pitch from Krem. And now Logan Lacey, the best bat for the Firefighters a season ago, takes ball 1.
He singled his last time, 1 for 4 on the night. Liner over the head of Olsen. Lacey comes through, now 2 for 5 on the ball game. Pushes Spence up to second. And a couple ducks on the pond for the mighty Dakota McFadden. Still looking for his first home run of his 5th Banana Ball World Tour. His 5 doubles are tied for the team lead. D-Mac 0 for 2, worked a sprint his first time. Smoke right to Eric Jones Jr. He steps on the bag. An unassisted double play. Death by barrel for the Firefighters in the 9th.
A big third out. Eric Jones Jr. was in a perfect position to just stick that glove out and grab the banana ball to keep the Firefighters off the board in the top of the 9th inning. And now the Bananas with a prime opportunity to grab consecutive win number 13 in the bottom of the 9th.
That's right. I beg your pardon. You can't get a double play when you've got 2 outs. But that was certainly at least 1 or 2 run denying play by the former minor leaguer. And now Ben Dunn III, who has been the best pitcher on this tour in a small sample size, tasked with sending us to showdowns.
The former Twins and Braves minor leaguer has put himself in Pitcher of the Year and Rookie of the Year conversations with his dominance. A 0.51 earned run average through his first 17 2/3 innings pitched. And he's the only man with more than 10 innings pitched on tour who's averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes on the dot or less, as the side armor owns a 161 opponent's batting average and has tossed 14 consecutive scoreless innings.
It's a high 80s to low 90s fastball, a circle changeup, and a slider. Ben Dunn III pounds the zone, loves to get action early on in counts, and starts Ryan Cox with the heater right down Broadway. Cox, Cruz, and Jones. 6, 7, 8 in the lineup here for the Nanners. And Coxey trying the stands out. Not caught by the Orioles faithful. Ball and 2 strikes on the Nanners shortstop. 0 for 1 on the night, but a pair of ball 4 sprints with a ground out sandwiched in between. He has to skip rope. Count even to 2-2. What a journey it's been for Ryan Cox out of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. His 4th World Tour. And he's gotten better and better every step of the way. Hitting .324, a .416 OBP. For his entire tenure in the sport, he's been the hardest man to strike out. And he works this count full. Payoff from Dunn. Loop towards center. Ron Franklin Jr. there for out number 1. Good battle to kick off the bottom of the ninth. Ben Dunn III emerges victorious. Now he has to face Robert Anthony Cruz, another fellow former minor leaguer. He's got a pair of doubles tonight. One scorched to left, one scorched to right. He drives this one high and deep to right center. Robert Anthony Cruz, game-winning walk-off home run. And the Savannah Bananas sweep the two-game set in Camden Yards.
The crowd in Camden Yards going buck wild, and Cruz, who grew up doing competitive gymnastics, doing aerials all over the diamond before touching home to deliver the Never Say Die Bananas a 13th straight victory.
Another look at the third extra base hit of the ball game for Robert Anthony Cruz. Eighth home run on the tour for Rack. It's only the second game-winning walk-off bomb in Savannah Bananas history. Rack joins Reese Alexiadis, who did it against the Party Animals in Bank of America Stadium down in Charlotte, North Carolina at the beginning of June. Rack here in his second world tour continues to prove there is some special magic in that bat. He is the showman of the game. And at the conclusion of the Nanners' victory dance, Sam Bauman is going to pounce and try and grab our showman, who is being mobbed by his teammates. SB trying to weasel his way in there. And he's got him.
Try and put in perspective what we just witnessed.
Oh, this doesn't really hit me. That was sick. That was really fun. That's my first ever walk-off. I lost my voice. Wow. Cheers.
Robert Anthony Cruz. Catch your breath. Enjoy the moment. Miko, Josh, we can't script it. It's unreal.
SB, appreciate it. With an all-time quote. And here are the numbers behind a barn-burning 4-3 win for the Savannah Bananas.
I mean, this game was just absolutely absurd at the end, at the final 3 innings tonight. The Savannah Bananas able to mount the rallies across the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings to win this ball game. And for Robert Anthony Cruz, it's nothing new for him. He batted nearly 500 a season ago with 2 homers, 7 runs batted in big league parks, and he's tonight's hero.
We will see you right back here on ESPN2 this coming Saturday night from Coors Field in Denver, Colorado. That will be a 7 p.m. Mountain Time first pitch. And the next Banana Ball game this coming Friday night, it is going to be Party Animals versus Tailgaters, and that's down in Baton Rouge. For Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala, thank you all for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. We will see you
later! Holy rack!
That guy's good.